Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the game, watching the Super Bowl right now. I know it's halftime. This is where you take that break. You go grab some more food. You fill up that plate again for your second or maybe third dinner. I'm not sure what you're doing. Maybe you're not even watching the game and you just tuned in to catch what's going on. Man, I'm just glad that you guys are here watching with us. And let's just jump right in. We know what this is. We know what this is. This is an opportunity for you to see me suffer as I eat some hot wings, and then as we do that, get some information about what's coming up this year. What I want to do for you guys is, as we eat these hot wings, is let you know about a lot of really cool stuff that we're excited about this year, kind of the focus that we're going to take this year, where we're going to go, and as we start to regather more and more and more in person, some of the events that are going to happen this year. And I'm going to do that in between each and every hot wing. So let's go ahead and do this. For you, I'm kind of hoping that from the last time I did this, I can just make it through. But I can tell you, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen at all. And that's okay. All right. Thing number one that we want you to know. First thing that we're coming at you with is next week, February 14th, we are meeting back here live in person on Sunday night. Sunday Night Live will be back in person, okay? We're going to be here, and that's going to be our normal time, all right, from 6 to 7:30, all right, 6 to 7:30. There'll be a little bit of time before that, a little bit of time after that where we get to hang out and just fellowship with each other. If you're part of our drone ministry, you're already here for that. You're already plugged in with what's going on. Nose is already running, right? You know that you're going to be here for that, and then just jump right into student ministry. We will be in week 2 of our new series called Free People, where we're talking about how do we understand and interact with authority in this world, right? That's okay. Just a little bit sitting right there in the back of the throat. It's no big deal. Right, how do we deal with authority and talk about that and understand that? Now, week 1, because tonight is the Super Bowl, we know a lot of you guys are doing that. Week 1 of Free People will come out this Wednesday night, okay? So Wednesday night, be on the lookout for that. Your little brothers, sisters can watch our Team Kid video on Facebook, and we'll be live with our Free People Week 1 on Wednesday night, all right? So look forward to that. All right, made it through number 1. That's no big deal. All right, number two. All right, here we go. Now, just know that I got right here in the wings this home wrecker called the Carolina Reaper sauce. And I'm going to do a little dab of that one on that last wing that I eat. We'll see how that goes. All right, number two, coming up on March 12th. March 12th, we have an awesome event. This is a Christian County Baptist Association event that we are doing here. Now, obviously, we postponed D now. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But we are having a guy named Harris III come in on March 12th. All right, he is an illusionist, a really awesome guy. If you were in Sunday school this morning, you heard a little bit about that. You can find some of his videos on YouTube or on Right Now Media. And there you can see just a little bit about what he's about. He's going to be coming in. We're going to have some worship that night. And then we will have this really awesome night of watching Harris III. That is March 12th at 6:30 right here at First Baptist Church, okay? We'll be in the sanctuary. Again, that is in a citywide event, and so we're going to have some things in place for that, some precautions. We're going to ask you to wear a mask as you come and go. Get to your seat. We're going to be socially distanced among churches as we can be. And we're going to do all of that right and well and safe, but we're looking forward to an awesome night of gathering together with everybody there, all right? Again, March 12th, 6:30 here at First Baptist Church, Harris III. All right, we're trucking. Woo. All right. Oh, that one's got, you see that? It's got some sauce on it. That one's going to be scrumptious. Or the other way, not scrumptious. I don't know how people eat these just for the fun of eating these things. This is pretty not fun. Right. All right. Third thing coming up this year that's a really big, awesome event that we're super excited about is a camp. All right, June. All right, and I hope that you're writing these things down, putting these things on your calendar, giving them to your parents. Right, camp this year. We're excited about camp this year. We're going to Crossings like we had planned to last year. That is going to be June 5th through the 9th at Jonathan Creek. Sometimes you just got to stop and get that stuff out of your mouth. All right, June 5th through the 9th. All right, June 5th through the 9th, that will be at Jonathan Creek, right at the beginning of the summer. All right, we will be there. Guys, I had a great conversation with some of the people there at Jonathan Creek at Crossings Camp and what they're doing and the precautions they're putting in place, and we are excited that they're going to be able to do camp and host that this year. They're excited to be back in person. It's been a long year for them as well, and we're excited to be back going. We'll have information about how you register, which will be live by the end of the month, what that's going to cost, how you can raise money and raise support for that. So if you need some help with that, you can do that. All of those sort of things, we'll have more information about that coming as we get to the end of the month, and you can begin to register for that and save your spot. Guys, it's going to be big. It's going to be so much fun, and we're excited about what God is going to be doing at camp. In our group, in all sorts of groups that are there across this city. It's going to be amazing, all right? June 5th through the 9th at Jonathan Creek. All right, this one, because I know you guys like it, I'm going to just kind of like soak up all this sauce down here at the bottom. Little factoid, I don't do traditional wings. I don't know why. I just don't like them. I don't like getting all that sauce up under my fingernails, all over my hand. It's just gross. Mom also taught me not to talk with food in my mouth, but I did it. So I eat boneless wings. You and me and some friends, we go out and grab some to eat. I'm getting boneless wings. Not anything like those traditional wings. So boneless wings is the way to go. All right. I told you we'd come back to it. I want to talk about DNOW. Like, obviously, we're in a climate where it just wouldn't be wise to do DNOW. We're still seeing a lot of quarantines and that sort of stuff. We're seeing a lot of people still kind of working through this thing. We want to make sure that we are safe and that we do things well and protect you guys. And so we decided to postpone DNOW. That's why we're doing the Harrison Third Student Event on March 12th. Instead, we're pushing DNOW this year to the fall, okay? So we got a lot of ramp-up time. I've been talking with a lot of the other student pastors here in town, and it's just going to be an awesome, awesome event. We're taking the plans that we had for this year, and we're just going to build on them and make them bigger and just blow it up in September. So we're doing our DNOW September 24th through 26th. Now remember, that is a city-wide event, okay? So all sorts of people from all sorts of churches. Last year we had 10 different churches and nearly 400 people in the room on Saturday night. Guys, if you were there, start talking to your friends about how awesome it was. It was an amazing event last year, and we can't wait to do that again this year, but we're going to do it in the fall, all right? So fall, September 24th through 26th. We're going to do all the things we can do. We're going to do host homes. We're going to have a big, awesome Saturday extravaganza, right? All the things that are going to happen. It's just going to be an amazing, amazing weekend. We can't wait to see you guys there and see you guys grow through that as we do that. And that's going to be kind of a big push towards our emphasis in the second half of the year, right? First half of this year, we're kind of digging into what it means for us as believers to grow, what God calls us to do. This morning, you were there when we talked about, if you were there, you heard us talk in the Gospel Project about what it means to be people who go with the gospel. As we learn from the Word, it takes root in our heart. We love that, and we want to tell other people about that. And then next semester, we're going to put a big emphasis on impacting our schools and our community through teaching and preaching the gospel to our friends, inviting them into our ministry and into our church, and how that really is going to build. And I'm just excited about what God's going to do this year through all of that. All right. Next one. All right, here we go. Now, this last one kind of builds off of what I just said there, but is more of a church-wide initiative that I want to see you guys in student ministry lead out in, all right? I want to see you guys take this thing and really just ramp it up, okay? And that is what we call the Gospel to Every Home initiative. The Gospel to Every Home initiative has been started by the Kentucky Baptist Convention, all right? We're a Baptist church, and we're part of the Kentucky Baptist Convention. And the goal for this year for Kentucky Baptist churches is to take the gospel and get the gospel onto every porch in every home in the state of Kentucky. That's a big goal. But what it's going to take is each and every church digging in together, all right? You and me here at First Baptist Church digging in with all the churches around us and just going to our community, all right? And taking the gospel to those houses, knocking on the door, and sharing the love of Christ with the people in our community. Now, that means that our church, we think about Christian County. Christian County has just depending on how you do it, we just kind of say rough estimate around 70,000 people, right? And in those 70,000 people, right, they're spread out, almost half of them in the county, about half of them in the city. And we're going to reach our community right around our church. So we got about 1,000 houses, about 1,200 actually, that we're going to reach. And then we're going to help a couple other churches in their areas because they need some help. And so we're going to have 1,500, I don't know how many homes that we are tasked with. And you students are not too young for that. You're not too young to go knock on a door and ask somebody if you can share the gospel with them. And so I am hoping and excited to see our students jump up in those groups that go out and share the gospel and invite people into church just like everybody else. The gospel to every home. We want God to be honored as we go out into our community evangelistically sharing the gospel in a powerful and impactful way into what's going on. All right? So that's the Gospel to Every Home initiative. We'll kind of start that with some training here before Easter, and then after we come back from Easter, we will dig deep into that. That will permeate not just what we do in that initiative, but also into Sunday school and all the different areas of our church. We'll be hearing more about that and learning about that and seeing how we can go and grow in the gospel. All right, so I hope you get excited about that just as I am. All right, this is the part I'm not excited about, but I told you I'd do it, right? So just a little dab there. All right, you can see that right there. I'll get a little more because, whew. All right, this is the last one. I just want you to know what I just did there. So these wings are about 500,000 on the Scoville scale. That sauce right there is 5 million. It's 10 times hotter. And it's hot. It is like tongue-numbingly hot. And I still have 2 more. But you know what? We're out of time. I wanted to keep this pretty short to about 13, 15 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to make it through that one. Ooh. So that was spicy. That's a hot tamale. I hope you guys are excited, just like we are, ready to get back into all that's going on, ready to get back into what we're doing. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be here next week. Seeing you guys here on February 14th. I know that's Valentine's Day, but we're not going to get super sappy or anything like that. We're just going to dig into the Word of God. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do a little bit of eating. We're going to do all of that here. So can't wait to see you guys then. Until then, make sure you check out our Free People Week 1 on Wednesday night. And we will see you guys live and in person next week. Love you guys.